Hey friends, how are you? How you doing? How you living? I hope that you are thriving and vibing. Let's see what the cards want to have a yap about with y'all today. I am low-key a little bit exhausted because I just been working. I've been working hard and I have an amazing purpose. But like my job, what I do for work is just so fun. It takes a lot of energy out of me. So it's not until the end that I'm like, whoa. But I am motivated to get a little reading to y'all and for me as well. And I've been a little bit greedy with my readings recently. I had like a backlog. I had like one in the bank, but then I was at the gym this morning and I was like, no, but I want the new reading now. So I just set it to public instead of scheduled. So it's supposed to be like tonight's reading. You might get 2 readings in a day. Don't get used to it, okay? It's just because I didn't want to do anything else while I was on the treadmill. I just wanted to listen to the reading because I knew it was going to be like a really cool hype one. But we'll see what else your guides want to have a yap about today. 2 of Swords, okay. We're getting into some ish right now. Some kind of no contact situation. Great. Good. That's what I need. Cool. Let's get into it. What have we got on either side? The Hierophant and the Page of Wands. Let's have a look at this no contact situation. We've got a Wands energy and we got a Boss energy. Who's who? I'm trying to figure out who is my collective and who's not. I don't think I'm going to be able to identify. So I'm going to talk about either the Wands energy might be you, might be the person you're connecting to, or the Hierophant energy. Could be you, could be the person that you're connecting to, or not, rather, in this no contact situation. Let's get in. Firstly, let's see tell me about this 2 of Swords. Tell me about this no contact. Tell me about this dynamic between the two. Why does my head hurt? 2 of Cups. This is a, emotionally intimate dynamic that you have here. What went wrong? There is clearly so much love between you two. What went wrong here? Maybe you're asking yourself the same thing. Okay, let's have a look at Page of Wands. Let's look at this energy. Tell me about yourself. What do you want me to know about you? Hanged One. 6 of Swords, overthinker, massive overthinker and runner energy. It's just like the second you start to get into a place where you think you just overthink every decision to the point where you just get so overwhelmed and exhausted by it that you're like, I'm just going to disappear from this because I can't take this. What is this? It's you overthinking. So you can run away as much as you want, but you're taking your mind with you. That's the wild thing here. It's like you're running away, yeah, but you're taking your overthinking patterns and habits with you. It's not this thing that is overwhelming. It is the way that you deal with it and the way that you overthink it. Oh no, I'm calling you out. I'm going to go call out the Hierophant energy so that it's even. So let's go see. Hierophant, tell me about you. What do you want me to know about you? Immediately what I'm getting drawn to is the keys at the feet in this image. And it's like, you're not this locked vault. You're like a pretty open book. If someone wants to get to know you, the keys are right there. Come on in. That's the first thing that's coming up. All right, but let's tell me some things. Tell me about the Hierophant. We have the Fool and we have the 10 of Cups. This person is Hierophant energy, start of the cycle, ready to you could be my usual collective with the chaos energy. like ready to step into potential, ready to start from like ground zero and then build up again and like build something that's based around love and joy. It's just so interesting because we have these like two very different energies. But again, we said at the start, like there's actually so much love between these energies. But what we have is we have this Page of Wands energy. It's overthinking and running away, overthink and run away, and overthink and run away and overthink. So there's this stagnancy and this like distance, right? Just moving away and moving away. And then we have the Hierophant, which is like so much potential, opportunity, options, action, gravitating towards building something joyful. Like we have this 10 of Cups energy. It's not moving anywhere. It's like staying where it is and building in that place and establishing. There's this establishing energy. It's like, yeah, it's so much action to establish joy. And the other energy is like stagnancy into moving away. So it's like very opposite energies, very, very opposite. Like mindset, processing, intention, direction is just complete opposites. Look, I'm going to get further into this, but I feel like the reason why this is coming up is like this needs to be pointed out as well. Just because you and this person have so much love towards each other, I think it's important to acknowledge that the both of you seem to take situations, whether like, let's say for example, you both enter hardships separately in your lives, or come across a place where there's like a conflict or something. I feel like this Wands energy really starts to overthink everything and it gets very, very, very overwhelming. Whereas the Hierophant energy sees unlimited options to take. Like, it's kind of like one is overwhelmed by what's going on and the other one gets like excited about what's going on. Or I kind of get this feeling of like they thrive under pressure because it forces decision making and it forces clarity and it forces communication, and it just kind of, it forces forward momentum being in a crisis state. Whereas the Wands energy being in a crisis state just causes this overthinking and like overwhelm, which just makes them want to, run. The thing that came up for me is like, it's kind of like when things come to a crisis state, this Hierophant energy is really embodying like fight. Whereas if something comes up, they're going to take action to reconcile things or like to set things right. They need to like get in there and do things. That's their instinct. But with the Wands energy, their response is flight. Now you got to remember that like all of these responses are just as valid, you know, and we can't really help what we are or why we gravitate towards which ones that we do. I'm not trying to be like one is better than the other. I just think it's significant to point out that these are different. Like these are different things. Honestly, I actually think that having differing reactions to things within like a relationship or a dynamic is actually really, really good. Like, let's say you and another person were in a hardship together and you both go into freeze. That's not a helpful thing. And you both go into fight. Like, that's not necessarily a good thing either, because then you could just end up fighting with each other, or things can just get really, really explosive. Like, you don't want really more than one person driving the fight energy, because that can just make things so much worse. It can make things so much worse when both people in the dynamic like respond with a fight response, or with a I need to take immediate action, I need to take leadership response. Sometimes these things can be complementary, but like before they learn to work in union with each other, it could be just one person fighting and one person running. which just like, again, can end up in a place of no contact, boundaries drawn. Okay. So we've had the energies talk to me about themselves and what's going on with them. Now I want to see this Page of Wands. I'm getting nosy. I am snooping today. What does the Page of Wands want? What do you want? What do you want? The Chariot, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Okay. Apparently, this Page of Wands, okay, bottom of the deck, underlying theme of how they're feeling is Eight of Swords. So they're feeling like they can't move, but what they want, the Chariot. They want to move forward, they want to take action, and they want to reclaim the, like, I feel like they want to reclaim the communication. They want to, we have the Five of Swords and we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like they left, you know what? This is it. They left whatever happened here feeling technically like they won, but it didn't feel good. Like the whatever interaction happened here that led to this Two of Swords energy, this like no contact situation, they definitely felt like they were in control of it and this was the outcome that they wanted. But at the end of it, it didn't feel good like they thought it was going to. And so they want to kind of like pick it back up again. Hold on, I need to get into this. Why? Because you want it to feel good by winning differently? Like what? No, because, okay, Queen of Wands. Because they just treated, I was going to say treated you badly. They treated the Hierophant badly. And that doesn't feel good. But again, we had bottom of the deck. We had the Eight of Swords, and now we have the Seven of Cups. They're definitely in a state of like kind of overthinking and playing through all the different like pathways that they have, but also like the potential outcomes. And of course, then they get into an overthinking, overwhelmed state, and then they're just like, no. And I feel like they're circling. They circle this thing where they overthink and then decide absolutely not. And then they get to a point where they're like, oh, but I want this. Oh, well, what would I do? And how would I do it? And then how would it be received? And then that starts to get really overwhelming. And then like, no, I'm just not going to do this, because they get triggered into that like flight state by their own thoughts, because you are not the Hierophant is not triggering this. I think the reason why I'm saying you, the Hierophant, is because I can feel like a lot of the collective is probably resonating with this Hierophant energy. I'm not saying all of you, but I know my collective's energy, and it is this chaos energy. So that's why I'm saying that. And we have the Hierophant come up for y'all a lot as well. But yeah, the Hierophant is not causing this. This Wands energy, they're doing it to themselves. So they're just running from themselves. Okay, we will get back into that in a second, but let's have a look. What does the Hierophant want? What do you want, Hierophant energy? The Star, the World, Seven of Swords. Okay. I feel like a lot of you would be the Hierophant energy, because are you kidding me? It's like, what do you want? Oh, the Star. Oh, the World. You want to be yourself. You want to be taking care of yourself and then taking care of other people. You want to experience. Like, we have the Fool coming up, and the world. It's like they showed up and being like, this is who I am. And then it's like, what do I want? The world. This is the start and end of the cycle. This is someone who is so aware of the cycles and leans in with it and wants to work towards that, is like ready to go through that cycle, but also wants to give themselves the world, but also wants to give everyone else the world and experience the world and like experience it in their true authenticity and nourish everyone around them. Like that's what they want to do. They want to like share the wisdom, share the nourishment, share the joy, share the authenticity. But then the other thing that came out is like they want to have better strategies on how to navigate life, because this heart of gold energy Hierophant over here knows that when what you want is all of this goodness, you better have some strategies to make sure that people don't come and take advantage, or people don't come wanting to use up that energy. They want to be able to give and exist and thrive and vibe in a way that still honors and protects themselves. Big emphasis on protection here. Okay. There was something else I was going to ask. So we went into who are you? And then we did what do you want? Okay, that was it. Let's see. For both energies, what advice your guides have for you all? So let's start with the Page of Wands energy. What advice, what does your higher self, Page of Wands energy, what does your higher self want to say to you to help you through this thing? What is the most helpful thing that your guides can say to you at this time? So we have the Hermit, the Four of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. You stewing on this, trying to find the best way, and then like, you know, being in your isolation, overthinking it, thinking about how any like forward movement and offering isn't going to be received well. Like this is not a helpful process. You need to take a chance on something. And the thing is, it's like, it actually doesn't matter which way you go about it at this point. This Hierophant energy is going to react however this Hierophant energy is going to react. And it doesn't matter how you go through it. Like you're going to have to deal with the consequences of whatever comes at that point. It's like, that's it. Like, yeah, any offering that you make, it might be met with a little bit of like angst or disappointment or hurt. Like you're not going to avoid that. You just need to prepare for that and then take a chance, because there is no correct, like there is no more correct way to be able to do this. Actually, no, that's not true. There's a very, very wrong way for you to go about this, I'm sure. There's a wrong way to communicate anything. But like, what I'm seeing is like, if you're thinking of different like mediums, like on this platform or that platform or like this way, like which way do I do it? Like there's no correct way to do that. Obviously, there's a correct way to say something and there's a very incorrect way to say something to someone. But the actual way that you do it, that's neither here nor there. You're not going to avoid whatever confrontation it is that you want to avoid. Oh God, I want to say, you've earned it. Whatever happened here, you earned whatever consequences you're going to get. Lean into that. Lean in and be like, I'm ready for that. I was totally expecting it. and I'm ready for it. And as soon as you do that, it's going to be so much easier. But the thing is, what I'm drawn to with this Wheel of Fortune, we have this like one like person that's like looking longingly at this person sitting up here who's just like looking up at the sky. It's like you can either take a chance on any of these things and then move towards this Ace of Pentacles, like beautiful golden energy, or you can stand on the other side of your indecision and just watch them. I feel like you're going to get to a point where it's going to drive you insane. Like, you're either going to like take action on it or like, yeah, it's going to drive you insane and you're just going to, I don't know, just me. Like, I would rather, me personally, and I've done this, I would rather have my heart on my sleeve and go and say whatever it is I want to say to someone and have it completely blow up. It has so many times, not so many times, just a couple of times in the last how many months. But it's fine. I would rather that happen than live in this limbo of like wondering and hoping and no. It blows up, and then you're free. You're free, and then you're done with all of this, you know, like, and then you can move on. Anyways, that's the advice from your guides and also a little bit from me, your tarot bestie. Let's have a look at what advice we have for the Hierophant energy over here. Universe, please, insight and information. What advice do you have for this Hierophant energy? Temperance, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, the Sun. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I probably did a cut there because I've just been sitting in silence staring at these cards for a second. My Hierophant energies. When it comes to this particular energy, things are going to get really, really good. Like Sun at the end. There are like two main messages coming through. One being that remember who you are and remember your purpose and what it is that you want to bring to this world, this like healing and light and joy. I know that like underneath this like Temperance and Sun energy, we have Nine of Swords, Four of Swords. There is so much pain. There is so much pain. And it's the exact reason why your energy is so healing and your energy is so bright. It's because you choose to heal and you choose the brightness. You choose the light. The reason why you are such a healing and bright energy is not because there is no pain and hurt in your life. It's because there's so much hurt and pain in your life. And because you know that so deeply, you understand and appreciate and you engage with joy and with healing and with love so intentionally. That's why it's like so big and bright. Oh, my beautiful Hierophant energies. I think that this is going to get a little bit worse before it gets better with this particular energy. Let's see. Page of Pentacles. Judgment. Yeah. Keep your light forward. I feel like there is definitely the risk of re-entering a state of miscommunication with this Wands energy here. And I think that if you've been in that before, it's been really painful for you. And like the potential for that is just very high. Keep your light forward. Whatever it is, you're like strong enough to weather it. And like it seems like really, really good things are coming from it. There is this big hesitancy. And then we have the Magician. My Hierophant energy is like, you're going to be able to handle any of the situation. But don't be listening to this like reading and then hear everything that's going on with this other energy and just be like, oh, they're going to come good. And all. No, I think that, you know, people come to you. People gravitate towards you because of your healing energy and because of your light and because you show them a mirror that helps them see themselves. And sometimes that is not a good thing for them because then they really have to see themselves. But at other times, they see a version of themselves that they really like and they really love. And they like fall in love with themselves when they're with you. And I feel like this other energy kind of needs that, but they're coming to you very unhealed. And there's still some stuff for them to work out there. So it's just a heads up. Nothing you can't handle. And nothing you don't want to, like nothing you don't have to handle if you don't want to. That's totally your call as well. Use your best judgment. Let's get into some oracle cards. And then, what time is it now? Girl, it's like 9:30. I haven't even had dinner. It's time for me to go to bed. Here I am doing readings for you, and then I'm still going to be here editing the videos and uploading it. Me. Anyways, why am I complaining? I love my life. I am in divine flow and move in alignment. Yin and yang, unity, balance, energy, manifestation. I do feel like there is this yin yang complementary energy here. If y'all can like balance it out. Always want the best for y'all. And then mirror. What was I just talking about? Who or what is triggering you? I think it's probably a good time before, if anything happens, that before that, really look at the other person and like, what do you see and how do you feel this? What does it show about you as you move through this? What has this reading reflected about you? Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? What resonates? What doesn't resonate? Just sit with it like quietly without coming to any decisions. Just kind of let it marinate, but don't overthink it. I gotta be careful with y'all. I gotta be careful with you overthinking energies. Me, I love a explorative think, but it's not always explorative for everyone. Sometimes it's scary. I recognize that. Anyways. Okay, I'm properly drained and exhausted now. I'm gonna go make some toast and go to sleep while watching Jersey Shore. Anyways, all right. I love you. I'll see you in the next reading.